Excellent.
I was work very hard, but I am very excited because my work is very important. I am,
Hey,
yes.
that's great. Beautiful. Thank you very much, Juan.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay. Alejandra, hello. How are you? Alejandra, hello. Can you hear me? Alejandra, are you there? Maybe Alejandra is experiencing some problems with her microphone. All right. Guess what? In the meantime, let's talk about something very interesting. So, you know what? We are going to talk about eco guilt. The question today is, how much do we damage the environment? So, what's your opinion? Juan, do you consider that we damage the environment?
Yeah, uh, I think the climate change is present in each country because people are damage the environmental every day because the forest is in my country in Ecuador, the forest, the contamination, the other reasons, but uh, we need keep the environmental uh, with with many means. For example, uh, uh, in agriculture, we need soil conservation, uh, good practice in productions, in others.
That's it. All right, Juan, thank you very much. So, Juan, who's next? Who's your victim?
What?
Who's next? Do you want to listen to Archimedes, to Alejandra, or to Luis?
Yeah.
Okay, who? Okay, say a name.
No. Oh, Alejandra. No. No. No.
Uh,
Only listen you.
okay, all right. So why don't we ask to Luis to talk about this?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, Luis, how are you? What do you think about the damage that we do to the environment?
Uh, we have damaged the environment with the use of cars and the consumption of natural resource and bad use of the water.
That's it. We misused the resources. And now we are finishing with everything. Thank you very much, Luis. All right, Luis, who's next?
And Archimedes.
Thank you. Archimedes, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Maggie. And you?
Excellent. I'm fine. I'm pretty fine, thank you. So tell
Good
me, yes.
good night, everybody.
Good night, Archimedes. Tell me, Archimedes, what's your idea about the damage that we do to the environment?
Can you repeat me, please, the question because I cut the audio?
It's okay. The question is, do you consider that we damage the environment?
Yes, I consider we damage environment because cut a lot of trees, uh, 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 throw the garbage in all in the street, in all places, in the park, and don't care the the water.
Mm-hmm. That's it, you're right. Okay, thank you very much, Archimedes. Okay, so I think that next is Wilbert. Wilbert, how are you?
Hi, teacher. Fine, and you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm very happy to listen to you. Uh, Wilbert, the question today is, how much do we damage the environment? What's your opinion about this topic?
Well, we damage so much the environment because, uh, uh, ¿cómo decimos arrojar?
We leader, we leader.
Leader. Okay, we leader garbage on the sea, and we generate pollution with cars.
That's it, you're right. I think that you are very right. Okay, so look at this. We are going to see some images. Here you are. So
Oh,
do me a favor. Select one, choose one, and talk about it, please. Give your appreciations about these pictures.
mm,
Who wants to be the first? A volunteer?
mm.
Hello, volunteers.
Can I the first teacher?
Yes, of course, Wilbert.
Okay. I choose the bird with oil.
Okay.
Okay. We can see a bird uh, with uh, with oil on the sea, maybe caused by uh, uh, a boat, a damaged boat.
Yeah. And what's your opinion about it, Wilbert? What do you think? Is it correct? Should we avoid it?
I think is a bad teacher because uh, uh, we don't care uh, about the other uh, species
Yes, that's it. Species.
species. We listen about other species, and sometimes only think with us and don't consider the other species with birds on the sea, on the sea like birds and dolphins, whales, and other and other animals on the sea.
That's it. All right. Thank you very much, Wilbert. So I totally agree with you. I absolutely agree. So please, could you tell me who's next?
Okay, I choose uh, Juan Bravo.
You?
Okay, thank you. I choose the ocean contamination.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, I am I am very unhappy because I am see a man sit thinking any shoes because the ocean is with many materials, for example, plastic goods and others. The beach is damaged. The beach don't have tourists, for example. And the fish don't live there. Another situation. Uh, see, yes, it is my opinion.
All right. Thank you very much, Juan. You're right.
Okay.
You're pretty right. Okay. So please, Juan, tell me who's next?
Next, I can see others names.
Here we are missing also Luis de la Peña,
Okay.
Archimedes.
Archimedes, please.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, I choose the picture uh, photos on the left. We can see a lot of tree. The people cut a lot of tree uh, without uh, plant once new again, and we consider that we affect uh, because the the air um, gets how do you say erosion.
Land degradation.
Uh, we we can see a land degradation, and uh, the rain go is less than another places.
That's it. That's very important. And so terrible. That's
Yes.
terrible. All right. Thank you very much, Archimedes. Okay, so let's talk now to Luis de la Peña. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Archimedes. Uh, I I choose the image, the picture of the factory.
Okay, Luis.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. The factory in the city is a serious problem um, for problems respiratorios, no?
Respiratory problems.
Respiratory problems, and um, the uh, very problems in general. Mm, um, sería todo, teacher.
It's okay, Luis. Thank you very much. Yes, you're right. All of this is terrible, and I think that it is not only necessary that we see what's happening, but also that we do something, that we have actions about this. You know what? Here we are going to see now some exponents of vocabulary. Here you are. I consider that this vocabulary is going to be very useful for you to express some ideas and some opinions about this environmental problem. So look at this. Here we have, for example, this. Here we have this part. Could anybody help me reading these exponents, please? Any volunteer?
Me, teacher.
All right, Archimedes, thank you.
Litter,
Okay,
industrial waste, household waste, and landfill.
landfill. Thank
Pol-
you, Archimedes. Yes, tell me.
pollution from garbage.
Yes, that's it.
Okay,
All,
that's all.
oh, yes, that's all. Thank you very much. Okay, now we are going to see what does leader mean into Spanish. What is it? Do you know what is leader?
I don't know what is leader.
No, anybody? Anybody else? No? Well, leader means when we are walking down the street and drinking maybe soda, juice, anything, or eating something, and we, instead of putting the garbage on the waste bin or in the trash can, we put it on the street. That's to litter. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So, what about industrial waste? What does it mean?
En la basura industrial.
Aha, that's it. Could anybody give me any example about industrial waste?
Mm, Por ejemplo, for example, in automotive industry, the how do you say the residuos?
Waste.
The waste of the place of iron when they use a lot of acero
Iron.
iron. They use a lot of iron to cut the uh, the 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 pieces of the car, and the weight is uh, little spaces that they can use it to make a car.
Aha, that's it. Hey, excellent. Thank you very much, Archimedes. Anybody else to give me some examples about industrial waste? Hello?
Teacher,
Yes.
for example, meaning waste,
Ajá.
like waste are, ¿cómo pueden decir? Arrojados,
Dumped.
dumped, meaning waste dumped or on the rivers.
Aha. Yeah, you're right. You know what? What you are saying is something that we call illegal dumping. Here we are. Can
Okay.
you see it? Yeah, that's it. And so, yes, you're right. That's terrible. Okay, so of course there is industrial waste, but we do have also household waste. What is the household waste?
The waste in our houses.
Excellent. And not only the garbage, but also, for example, when we wash the dishes, we use water, we use soap, we use some substances to sanitize the dishes. And of course, all of those substances are pollutant, so they contaminate.
The oil for cook.
Excellent. That's it. The cooking oil. The shampoo that we use for having a shower.
And the soap too.
Soap, excellent. The hair conditioner and all of the makeup that we use.
Okay.
All right. That's household waste. What about landfill? Juan, do you know what those landfill mean?
No, I don't know, teacher.
Anybody? Help.
In Spanish es el vertedero.
That's it. Excellent. Like relleno sanitario,
Oh,
kind of like that. Okay, that's another pollution from another form of pollution from garbage.
mhm.
In the road between Puebla and Mexico City, there are a lot of landfills.
Oh my, I didn't know that.
Yes, you can find or you can saw
You
or
can see.
see between the kilometer uh, 15 and 14
Yes.
in direction to Mexico.
Oh my.
When we are down from in Rio Frio, the
Mm-hmm.
place,
Jesus Christ, I didn't know that.
and you can smell a lot of bad odors.
Oh my, that's terrible. So
Yes,
look what human beings do. We are finishing with all of the beauty of the nature. That's terrible. All right. Thank you very much, Archimedes. All right. Look at this. Here we have some other ways of pollution. For example, here we have Rebecca, welcome. How are you?
Fine, thank you, teacher.
Excellent. Rebecca, we are talking about the damage in the environment. Could you help us reading about pollution?
Okay, pollution, water pollution, air pollution, soil pollution.
Excellent. Thank you very much. So, kids, I want you to tell me, do you have any doubt about the meaning of some of these words? For example, water pollution means into Spanish. What does it mean?
Contaminación del agua.
Thank you. Excellent. And what about air pollution?
Contaminación del aire.
Excellent. That's it. And so let's talk about soil pollution. What is it?
la contaminación del suelo.
Excellent. That's it. All right. Thank you very much. And here we have also some global issues. So what are those global issues? Anybody who help me reading? Juan, Luis, Wilbert.
Yes, teacher.
All right. Thank you.
The global issues, global warming, land degradation, climate change, deforestation.
Thank you very much. What does it mean? What is global warming?
Calentamiento global.
Calentamiento global, sí.
Excellent. That's it. Thank you. So what about land degradation?
La erosión.
Aha, that's it. Thank you. That's right. So what about climate change?
El cambio climático.
Aha, great. And deforestation.
La que produce la erosión.
That's it. Excellent. Deforestation. That's the cause of land degradation. So thank you very much. Now let's go to these other exponents, here we have stating the environment. Any volunteer to read? Juan, Wilbert.
Recycling, clean energy, protection, national park.
Thank you.
Saving
Okay,
the environment.
okay, thank you very much. Any word that you don't understand about this vocabulary exponent?
This part is rarely for me.
Yes, I don't think that it is be difficult. All right, let's go now to the next. Here we go. Descriptions. Wilbert, what about you? Could you help us?
Yes, teacher.
Thank you.
With description?
Yes, please.
Okay. First half, harmful by no sé cómo se pronuncia esta nuestra.
Biodegradable.
Biodegradable.
Okay, excellent.
Me tocaron las más difíciles.
Yes, I'm sorry.
La siguiente tampoco sé.
Sustainable.
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 Tampoco la sé.
La
cuarta.
Renewable.
Renewable. Hazardous.
Excellent. Hazardous.
Organic. Man-made. I can see the last teacher.
Environmental friendly.
Yeah, that's it. Environmentally friendly. Let me move it a little. Okay, now is it visible?
Okay. Yes.
All right, excellent. Do you have any question about these words that you don't understand?
What is harmful?
Harmful. Harmful is something that can damage. Damaging and harmful are synonyms.
Okay, thank you.
Right, thanks to you.
Teacher.
Biodegradable, yes.
What is hazardous?
Hazardous is also a synonym of harmful and damaging. Harmful, dañino, hazardous, dañino, damaging, dañino.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Dangerous, that's it. Something hazardous is something dangerous, something that can damage. All right, so what about sustainable? What does sustainable mean?
En Spanish, sustentable.
Okay, that's it. Thank you. Okay, so what about man-made? What does it mean?
Hecho por el hombre.
Excellent. That's it. And well, I think environmentally friendly is very clear. What does environmentally friendly mean?
Ambientalmente amigable.
Excellent. That's it. Thank you very much. All right, so you know what? Here I think that we have something very important, the causes of environmental problems. Anybody who would like to read? Rebecca, what about you? Could you help me reading?
Yeah, is exhaust gases, illegal dumping, habitat destruction, intensive farming, overpopulation, intensive farming, overgrazing, carbon emissions.
Thank you very much. Okay, kids, what about these words? What are the exhaust gases? Could you tell me what are the exhaust gases?
Um,
Son los gases que se emiten, por ejemplo, de los aerosoles.
Aha, that's it. The sprays produce this kind of gases. All right, thank you very much. So, what about illegal dumping?
Lo que se decía hace rato de la contaminación del agua cuando se avientan los desechos.
Yeah, that's it. Let's try to speak in English, all right?
Thank you. Yes.
It's okay. Yeah, all right. Yes, that's it. When companies litter all of their waste. Okay, so what does habitat destruction mean?
It's a forest deforestation.
Mm-hmm. That's it. When we destroy the habitat for some animals, some wild animals. All right, so what about intensive farming? What does it mean into Spanish?
Agricultura intensiva.
Excellent. What is it? Could anybody explain me what is intensive farming? Is it, I don't know.
Exploitation of the soil.
That's it. And for example, can we talk about it in some big companies? For example, Lala, Alpura, maybe Avícola Bachoco. Is it intensive farming?
Yes. For example, Herdes.
Those are Mexican companies. Juan, could you mention some companies that make intensive farming in Ecuador?
For example, Pronaca.
What is it?
It's a big industry for food productions. For example, meat of animal, corn, soybean, and other products. They use many insecticides, fertilizers, and water.
Kind of like that. Okay, thank you very much. You know what? It was very interesting. I thought that it only happened in Mexico, but of course not. It happens in all the world, the whole world. Okay, thank you very much. So what about overpopulation? What is it? Overpopulation.
Like the Mexicans in Mexican city and the state of Mexico.
Oh, yes.
Example de Nezahualcóyotl. There are a lot of overpopulation.
That's it. You're right, Archimedes. Thank you very much. Juan, what about Ecuador? What are some of the most overpopulated cities in Ecuador?
For example, Guayaquil, it has about 3 millions of people.
My goodness.
Quito, 2 millions of people.
Jeez.
Yes, no more.
Yeah, so it's very big.
Yeah, Guayaquil is the first port in South America.
Jesus Christ. So overpopulation is terrible in many parts of the world. So do you consider that, is there any place in the world that can be more overpopulated than China?
Yeah, China, India.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
India is also really, really overpopulated.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. And so let's go with overgrazing. I don't ask anything about intensive farming because it is repeated. So we have already talked about it. Now let's go with
Yes.
overgrazing. What is it? Rebecca, Luis, what do you think about overgrazing?
Hmm. The overgrazing is with the example of Lala with the cow.
Mhm. When they have too many cows that they finish with all the grass and all the weeds in a region. They almost turn it into a dessert.
Yes, it's with soil pollution.
That's it. Yes, you're right. Okay, thank you very much. Now, finally, let's talk about carbon emissions. What is it? What are the carbon emissions? Rebecca, what do you think about carbon emissions? Don't go, Rebecca. All right. She has left. Okay, gentlemen, what do you think about carbon emissions? What is it?
Is that they produce for example, the cars or in Mexico, Pemex?
Aha, that's it. Yeah, that's so true. Okay, so now you know what? We have many more. We have, for example, here some verbs like to protect, to pollute, to endanger, to extinct, to contamine, to recycle, to cause, to preserve. And we have also collocations, for example, impact on environment, ozone layer, toxic waste, endangered species, natural resources, fossil fuels, genetically modified, organic farming, and solar power. Do you have any question about some of these words? Something that you don't understand pretty well? No, everything okay?
Yeah.
Excellent. So do me a favor. Now we are going to write in the chat some examples, some sentences using these exponents. For example, I could say that water pollution is caused. Here I am. Let me check it. Water pollution is caused by, uh, 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 let me check, by non-biodegradable materials which are man-made. Well, this is my example, so quick example. But please write them in the chat, okay?
Okay.
Okay, excellent. Juan Bravo wrote, water pollution is, it's okay. It's contamination by oil. Okay, so Juan, you know what? We can't use it as a subject because water pollution indeed is a subject. So we say water pollution is contamination.
Okay.
Use a because contamination is non-countable.
Okay.
A
Excuse me.
non-countable.
Okay.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Yeah, it's a non-countable noun. And so either we can't use it into plural. The correct water pollution is contamination by oil.
Or garbage.
Aha, excellent. That's it. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yes, tell me. Okay, thank you, Juan. Anybody else? Come on, kids, don't be shy. Excellent. Luis, thank you. Soil contamination is by, we can say, is produced by the batteries of electronic products. Hey, that's great, Luis. Very good. Just that soil contamination is, we need the verb. We don't have a verb in here. Is produced, is caused. Okay. Archimedes. Global warming is a consequence of the emission of gases of fossil fuels to the air. Excellent. You know what? Here I would say global warming is a consequence of the emission of gases produced by fossil fuels to the air. You need a verb there. Okay, excellent. More examples, kids. Give me more examples, please. Okay, Luis, pretty good. He wrote, air pollution is a consequence of the gases of the factories. Excellent, thank you. Juan, soil contamination is produced or is caused. Yeah, Juan, there you need a verb. Soil contamination is caused or is produced by insecticides, herbicides.
Okay.
Insecticides and herbicides.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Excellent. Archimedes, we need to recycle the household waste. Hey, that's great. Thank you, Archimedes. That's not only a good example, but also a great idea. Thank you very much. Ready? Okay, kids. Now with this, we have already checked, not very deeply, but we have checked these vocabulary exponents. Now let's go back to the images. And so please, now that we can have more elements, now write in the chat your description about one of these images. Again, I think that now it can be different because now we have already checked up some of the vocabulary exponents useful for this task. Okay?
I forget a lot
Oh
of
my.
words.
So maybe what we can do is that you select one, visualize it, and let's go back to the other image with the vocabulary exponents. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yes.
What about you, Juan? What about Luis? Ready?
Ready.
Okay. Here you are, the vocabulary exponents. Aha. Here you are.
Let's to write in the chat.
Yes, please. You know what? I like you to write in the chat because in that way we can check grammar and spelling, and I can give you piece of feedback, piece of advice also. Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Archimedes wrote, we need to recycle the household waste we can see in this picture, land degradation produced by intensive farming. Okay, excellent, Archimedes. Hello, anybody else? Kids, hello, don't be shy.
Teacher, could you repeat the question? I don't understand.
Oh, yes, of course, Juan. I was telling you that please, could you use these vocabulary exponents to describe again some of the pictures that you saw? But, well, don't worry. You know what? Time is over. But I guess that this has been a very useful class because we could not only check some vocabulary uh, about environment and about pollution, but also I think that it was something that we could use for making conscious about the problems that we face as humans, because I personally consider that it is very necessary that we are aware of the problem. Okay, well, I don't know if you want to say any commentary. Okay, Archimedes wrote, we need to protect the environment by using clean energy.
Okay.
Energy is non-countable, so we couldn't use it in plural. All right, okay.
Only
Kids,
clean energy?
yeah, clean energy.
Only.
That's no more, no plural.
Okay.
All right. Well, kids, I thank you so much for your participation, for your attention and your attendance to this conversation class. And I hope to see you next one. Have a very good night.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Maggie. See you next class.
Thank you.